can't comprehend the struggle that it was to not only think of this topic, but actually execute it, to compile a list of 10 masculine, and take masculine with a grain of salt, because all fragrances pretty much are unisex and it could be worn by whoever they want, but 10 masculine fragrances that I would love to smell on a woman and would recommend my ladies to wear. Gentlemen, if you're looking to purchase a fragrance that you and your significant other can potentially share or wear on every other day kind of situation, like on or off days, one wears this and the other one can wear that, these are 10 fragrances that I have tested on my significant other to see if these masculine-esque fragrances smell sexy on a woman. And let me tell you, this is a hell of a list. Let's roll my mother music so I can put you on to 10 masculine fragrances that smell fly on a woman.
We're all alone in the villa, breathing the air. There's friends on the south side in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Astronomically impossible this concept was. I don't want to make the video too long. I mostly want to share mild experiences with these particular fragrances. There are fragrances you have seen showcased on the channel. Obviously, I own all of them. And these were ones I kind of cultivated, like to just see, based on notes and elements of them, if they would smell sexy on my chick. Now, those followers of the Cubaknow channel know that my wife does not enjoy fragrance as much as maybe some other women. That's what it smells like.
No, that's rotten. Throw that shit away.
She's probably in the 1% that can't stand it most of the time. She does have a very nice collection of fragrances. I've showcased it on the channel before, but giving her stuff that she really wouldn't rock with or doesn't normally wear, especially out of my lineup to see if it smells sexy on her, was a task all on its own. So I had to baby step my way into that process with a fragrance she absolutely loves that I wear, and that's Serge Lutens Chergui, which I have mentioned multiple times on this channel. It's a very unusual thing that she likes this particular fragrance, because this isn't nowhere near that mass appealing space. This doesn't have that sexy it factor. It's an ambery, smoky, incensey, hayish type scent profile, which is bizarre to say the least. But she loves how the fragrance smells on me, and did get wears, multiple wears prior to me even doing this whole experiment thing of this scent profile. And guess what? It just smelled amazing. The smokiness off of her skin and this herbal, soily kind of scent profile, which doesn't sound appealing, but the beauty and elegance that came off her skin, the refinement, it actually smelled like a very sexy, debonair, elegant person. And to add that element to the heartthrob that is my wife, it was just a very, we fucked. Next one. Now the weather is getting warmer. Now mind you, this was a few weeks in the making of trial and error. My wife does not like being on camera. It would have been sick if I could just record like a couple of snippets here and there, but she just wasn't having it. And this particular fragrance that I chose really played beautifully off her skin. This is something that now I think we're gonna try to see if I can get her to wear it a couple of more times to see how it really shines in higher temperatures, because Juice Box Feeling Chill came off her skin like a sex magnet. That shit was so good. It was like this beautiful blast of aquatic melony sweetness that was incredible. Smelled completely opposite than it ever did on my skin. I'm getting like chills just remembering the scent profile of how sexy it was off her skin. It was tough walking around with a chubber, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised how good this shit smelled off her skin. It was all these aquatic sweetness and this element of creaminess came off her. I was just like, yo, this shit is fire. So there's no way that you shouldn't try this joint out with your significant other and see if it pops off her skin like it did off of my shorty, because this shit on a chick, yo, this shit, I mean, I felt it should have been catered more to a woman. That's how good it smelled. Next one. Now, for some people, they might have felt that this scent profile should have went more feminine. It should have leaned more feminine. I think it was marketed probably by content creators more so as a masculine scent profile, but the overabundance of sweetness just rung in my head like this has to smell good on a woman, and it absolutely killed it. And that's Byron's Mula Mula. Now, as overly sweet as this scent profile is, I get why dudes shouldn't have been wearing this joint, but it does smell amazing with incredible performance on me. But on her, it was a whole different experience. It was a lot more muskier, and the sweetness actually smelled a little bit toned down off of her skin, probably because she's salty and bitter sometimes. But that caramel, candy, sticky, peachish kind of fruitiness was, yeah, very sexy. Actually added a bit of a youthful energy to the whole scenario. Like, it just felt a little bit more playful. It felt young, spry. It was just more of a chill type scent profile that felt sticky and edible. And why wouldn't you want your woman to smell edible? Because I'm eating that ass. Next one. Should have been a no-brainer off her skin. She actually enjoyed the scent profile. According to her, doesn't remember ever smelling it, but Montale Intense Cafe was one of these scents that she might be using. And I thought that was really fly. Like, this is something that we can play with. We're trying to expand your palette, your horizons, to see if this is something that you can flow with. She did get the remnants of coffee, although she didn't feel that it was like overly popping. But then again, she wasn't just trying to hear it at this point. She was just kind of like, oh my God, dude, like I can't anymore. But throughout the day, she was like, yo, I'm actually kind of digging how this smells. Like, I really like how it comes off of my skin. It doesn't smell crazy overpowering, which is an insane comment because this shit is a grenade of performance. So somehow she became agnostic to this scent profile, but truly enjoyed how it smelled off of her skin. And as far as me smelling it off her skin, I was like, this just screams you. It just feels like you. This is something that you should absolutely harness and wear and really rock and keep on your side of the bed. Like, make this shit happen. It won't, but I'm telling you, this shit smells amazing on shorties. Next one. Now, headed to the inexpensive route. I went the clone way. And my thought process was behind it, boozy. Boozy, nutty, sweet, mass appeal. How would that translate off of a shorty's skin? So I went with Lattafa Khamrah, aka Angel Share by Killian. And let me tell you, shorties should absolutely be boosting. I mean, more perfume manufacturers that cater to our beautiful ladies should incorporate more booze scent profiles when it comes to that. Yo, boozy on a shorty is nuts. Different animal. The sex appeal factor, that come here moment. It's like a shorty who just got her nails done that just scratches you right under your chin, and that sexy like come, oof, don't pan down. Sweet, nutty, boozy scent profile. Just came off ridiculously sexy. This is a scent that can save you some dough. Purchase it on Amazon or wherever your favorite gray market dealer is and give this joint a try. I like to say, yo, if you can blend with your significant other these scent profiles, it gives you more of an excuse to buy more shit. Babe, I bought this for us. We can both wear it. Look how set. Try it. You know, engage them in this space so they can become addicts too. You know what's flyer than a shorty go picking up a fragrance that maybe is on the hype train, and then she thought about buying it for her, but then you've been wanting it, and then it became like a household surprise? These are the type of fragrances and type of interactions you should have with your significant other. Share. So what I tell my wife when... Never mind, I don't even want to go there. Next one. Now, this scent profile was a little risky. The opening wasn't good. Off of her skin, it was a little overpowering and became, or more so felt, way more masculine until the dry down. And that's by the Fireplace by Maison and Margiela. The dry down, burning, smoky amberiness, that's where it's at. Opening was harsh. Opening was a little aggressive. It felt ultra masculine coming off of the skin on the opening, that I kind of was like, oh, this is gonna be a quick wipe off. I let it chill, I let it do its thing. She was not rocking with it on the opening at all. But the dry down, it was kind of, we went about the day, and then I was like, all right, let's see what's up. And the dry down, I was like, hold up, we vibing right now. We on some different type of energy. What do you think? And she was like, okay, The is enough. Cause it's not about her, it's about me. I wanna know how it would be smelling on you. And for me, it was all about the dry down, but it had this depth and mystery about it, which is what made it kind of interesting. That's what I liked about it. So with this one, I was contemplating whether to put it on the list, but the dry down was just it was very captivating and just mysterious that I didn't get any of that off of my skin. How it formulated with her pH, it ended up being one of these pieces that I wanted to get to know and dissect a little bit more, that I wanted to continue to respray on her to see what element and what type of development is coming off of this fragrance. So I consider this a very beautiful scent profile, but more so interesting than anything else. Next one. Based on the initial caramel style vibes, I had to try something really left. Nobody would expect this scent profile to be on this list. And I wanted to see if the caramel, spicy, gingery vibe in this scent profile would play off Fly. And bro, Pure Excess Night by Paco Rabanne. Son, a wild, nutty, chocolatey, creamy, milky, smoky sex bomb. This shit was fucking nuts off of her skin. Maybe top 2 or 3, fucking just nut wild. This is a sexy ass scent profile. Don't get it twisted. There was a hype train and a half with this shit. But yo, on a shorty, fam? Bro, just get a sample and try it on your chick and talk to me nice. Next one. Woody, vetiver, violet leaf, and you have that petroleum-esque vibe. Valentino, born in Roma, works at night. Although it has a beautiful freshness and in that metallic, mineralic, smoky powderiness, it just screams night. At nighttime is when this shit is like, mommy, let's just do some close encounters right now. Very sexy. This is actually a nice clubbing style scent profile going out. Off of her skin is what I felt. So I think that although all these fragrances are gonna smell completely different on everybody, I think this is something that can be pulled off nicely. Like, it has a nighttime gargoyle-esque, concrete-ish, sweet, powdery, intrigue, elegance, yet clubby style vibe. This ended up being a very fun, playful, nighttime type energy. So, I don't know, you got it, spray it on her, see what happens. Next one. This is Office Safe Work Classy by Nishane, Ambra, Calabria. This one felt like classy work time vibes, and she actually wore it to work. I didn't get to smell it throughout the day. It was really just the opening and the dry down when she came home. And she said it worked like a charm and got one compliment from one of her clients. And I get it. This is a perfectly unisex scent profile. Probably leans a little bit more feminine. I love how this smells on me. It's a beautiful ambery floral scent profile with all the beautifully balanced citruses that you're looking for. But this was kind of like an easy reach. I knew that this was gonna be all right, but could she tolerate it, and did it smell sexy? Did it come off of her skin? Like, did it do it justice? Was it hitting? And the shit was hitting on that corporate flow. So Ambra, Calabria definitely works on a shorty sexy. And finally, this one I also felt confident about because it's a prominent marshmallow sticky sweet scent profile. And that's Unique Luxuries Mashumaro, which translates to fucking marshmallow. Now, the reason I was kind of hesitant because it's overly musky and smoky. And that overly musky smokiness is very quick to deter her. But I was just kind of testing it on a one spray level to see if that marshmallow can supersede that smokiness, and it didn't. Balanced very nicely though. It worked off of her skin. It had a challenging opening, but mid and dry down, it ended up being a gorgeously sexy yet creamy, vanillic, but still a musky, punchy powerhouse that worked for me. Truth be told, for her, it was more tolerating and it wasn't something that she absolutely loved on herself. But again, I'm being greedy. This is about me. It's not about you and how I feel that these particular scent profiles smell on a woman. Are these masculine scent profiles can play off beautifully off a woman? And I think I've compiled a very diverse yet elegant and properly balanced scent profile list of masculine fragrances that are perfect and sexy on the opposite sex. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Let me know if you like this type of video. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get your boy to 100K before I get my tummy tuck. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know it is biggest in the game. Smooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.